Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Life Coach Corner. And you're joining me this May 18th. It's the 18th day in the month of May of 2024. It's a Saturday, so if you are in the Philippines, it's Saturday night. If you are somewhere in the other part of the globe, maybe in the US, then probably it's around morning in your area. So far, by far, maraming salamat for joining me. And in this month's episode, in Life Coach Corner, we are talking about the essential skills for success. And each of the episodes, we are talking about focusing on specific niche that will help you as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, for you to be able to base awareness of what skill you need, have knowledge and insights on learning the skills, and also the ways that you can practice a specific skill that you can monetize. And the success blueprint is about building foundational skills. So that's what we're teaching here every single day for the month of May. And the talk series, what we are doing is offering practical guidance on essential skills for success across various niches to help beginners and also experts to learn, practice, and master the essential skills for success, of course, in a fun, safe, and supporting environment. This series provides actionable steps and real world examples to help individuals navigate through their professional and personal path, establishing a solid foundation for long term growth and achievement. And if you're joining us, we are broadcasting live in our page, of course, Life Coach Philippines International. We are also broadcasting in Life Coach Oman, Life Coach Kuwait, Life Coach Eastern Visayas, Life Coach Davao Region, and Life Coach NCR. So if you're joining us, whether in specific areas in there, maraming salamat. Of course, if you have any questions and any clarifications, just feel free to message this page that you are watching us right now so that we can provide support to you. If this is the first time you're joining me, I am Life Coach Shaun. I am the man from Pasig City, from Life Coach Philippines, and I am the Life Coach Dad. And one of the things that I do to help individuals is to help them in life transitions, whether it be in the areas of your health, wealth, and relationship, or maybe you are in a season of your life right now that you're figuring out what kind of career or what kind of profession that you would want to dive into, then that is the support that I provide to you. I've been working in the corporate world for more than 18 years, and one of the things that I've been doing as far as career is concerned is to be able to get promoted every 2 to 3 years. But we know how challenging it is to pick a career, especially if you're someone who has a sole focus on different aspect of your life, and it affects also different areas of our life, from our relationship and also for our health. So I want to make sure that I'm able to help you in the journey as you transition. You're able to get a grasp of, or get to hold of, the different areas of your life, because it's not just about work, right? We are also talking about relationship and your health, that sometimes we drop the ball in there, and it really affects the way that we live our life and also the level of satisfaction that we have. And tonight's episode is going to be a topic that I think a lot of people, a handful of coaches, are diving into, and a lot of individuals, a handful of individuals who are in need as well, which is relationship coaching. Who here needs relationship coaching? I need it. Every one of us, from your marriage, from your being a parent, from being a father or a mother, and also being a child, an individual, you have a relationship. You also have a relationship in the workplace. You have a relationship with your boss. You have a relationship with your colleagues. And these are certain areas that we need to develop and we need to work on for us to be able to really thrive in the way that we live our life. And if you know someone who's currently in that space where their relationship needs support, and I'm not talking about relationship when you have problems, right? You can also get relationship coaching if you want to strengthen an area of your relationship and you want to be able to level that relationship up, then relationship coaching is for you. So before I continue on, thank you, Coach Lim, for joining. Thank you for tagging in your friends as in there. Bianca, thank you for joining. So what is relationship coaching? Now we know that a healthy relationship requires an appropriate interpersonal skills and attitudes to build and maintain a lasting connection. This is from Nelson Jones on their research back in 2006. And of course, if you want to know more about where you can read relationship coaching. I could share with you a website, which is Positive Psychology, for you to have a deeper understanding of what coaching can do for you. But in the nutshell, healthy relationship is really just making sure that you're able to communicate here between the two of you, right? That you're able to bridge the gap between the way that you understand things, the way that you're defining things, so that you can create a bridge in there. Now, people in relationship, whether I said a while ago, it can be in with your marriage, it can be friendship, it can be acquaintanceships. Then you create a bond in there, right? It's not upfront that you create a relationship. Little by little, you work on that, you develop a strong connection or a strong, deeper understanding or knowing of the person. Then over time, you are taking a look at in growing yourself and the other person, which is a path for personal growth. And eventually, there is a need for you to transform because you're leveling up the relationship. The relationship is not stagnant. Okay. If you are currently in a relationship which is stagnant, you're not growing, and the other person is not growing, then that is not the kind of a relationship that you want to delve into. The relationship should be supportive of your goals and aspirations in your life. It shouldn't be supporting, the not so good things about you, the things that you tolerate and the things that people tolerate about you. That's not what relationship is. Relationship is really deep diving towards what is working, what is not working, and so you can come together to support each other so you can both level level yourself up to be a better person and also a kinder human being. Now, there is a difference between coaching and counseling. Maybe you've heard about this, right? When you've asked before, okay, I want to go into counseling, I want to go into therapy, I want to go into coaching. Maybe you're married, or maybe you're in a relationship in which your connection is not able to work, and you're taking a look at, okay, do I need coaching, do I need counseling? Really depends on you. Counseling focuses on the past to the present. It requires healing, it requires an understanding of the past so that you can heal to the present. Now, in coaching, it focuses on the present and the future. Okay, it doesn't focus on the past. While we can understand the past, have questions about the past to understand your present, so that it can help you understand why is it that you're stuck, why is it that you're not able to move, why is it that you're not able to make the change. And that is only what's done in coaching. But in counseling, it's focused in there. So coaching is future focused. Coaching is about what is it that you want to see or you want to experience in the relationship, and that is how the difference with coaching is. So if you are asking, what kind of support, professional help do I need? Depends on your season, because all of us have different season, and really depends on what you want to achieve and how you want to dive or move forward with. Okay. Now, what are the things that relationship coaches do? Well, in relationship coaching, and this is from Eves back in 2012, what he said is relationship coaches incorporate establishing a clear goal and effective action plan, as well as facilitating personal growth. So in relationship coaching, it also talks about personal growth, because you need to become the person ready for that kind of relationship. Okay, you need to become the person ready for that kind of relationship that you want or that you envision. For example, if you want to get married, if you want to have kids, then you need to prepare yourself now for that to happen. You don't prepare yourself when you are already in a relationship or you already have kids. No, that's not how it works. That's the reason why a lot of individuals go through challenges or conflicts in the relationship, because they are elevating or upskilling themselves or gaining knowledge during the time that they are already in that state. You need to prepare. So preparation is key. But of course, if it's an intervention already, then that can still work. But I'm sharing with you the value of coaching in both ways, in preparation and also in equipping when you are in that current state already. Now, relationship coaches, what we do is work with clients to identify and increase awareness. All right. Raising awareness towards how you think, how you feel, and how you act, so that you can bridge the gap in your relationship, whether it's be a gap in your mindset, a gap in your abilities. And what happens when we are clear with that and we're able to co-create with you, then the next step is to create a personal development opportunities and a personal development plan for you to work on. Now, what are the plans or what are the personal development opportunities that you can explore or take a look at? Well, first, as I shared a while ago, the biggest gap that needs to be filled is identifying gaps in relationship attitudes and skills. Like, what are your attitudes towards marriage? What are your attitudes towards courtship? What are your attitude towards being a mom, being a dad? What are your attitude towards being a sibling, right? All of these different things needs to be taking a look at and put in the spotlight. Then identify necessary skills that you need to invest on, you need to work on, you need to level up so that you are able to become the person ready or right for that kind of relationship. Now, in that process, we are working to identify areas that you may lack. Okay, it's lacking in a certain way and a certain ability, certain attitude that's hindering you from living a fruitful relationship, right? So a good assessment, when which this is where we use coaching toolkits to help our clients assess their current state or the present state or the current strength or the current weaknesses so that we can help them develop opportunities, right? Programs so that they can work on opportunities for personal development. Second is addressing attitude. There are certain attitudes that we have that is not in alignment towards the relationship. It's really addressing a specific attitude or perception or narrative that we have about the other person and even with ourselves, because this is a challenging aspect of relationship. This includes, there's a conflict in your relationship, or maybe there's a difference in priorities which makes the relationship more confused. There might be a situation in which there is a misunderstanding of how others perceive things, right? You might say A, but the other person understands B, or you might be expressing it in ways that but the other person is triggered, and vice versa. So, this is something that needs to be filled as far as gap is concerned. There's also an inflexibility situation or a difficulty in compromising, which the other person is not focus towards a win-win situation. They're just focused on themselves. They're just focused on what they need, which starts a conflict conversation or a struggles in coping with imperfections in a partner, or maybe it's an imperfection that you have currently. You have this low self concept of the way that you see yourself, which is triggering a struggle between your conversation or poor conflict management. So these are the types of development that can be done in a relationship coaching situation that helps you really be in there and to be in control of what's going on with you and in you. Okay. Third is developing communication skills. Working with clients as a coach, as a relationship coach, is helping them recognize and develop the current communication strategies that you have, the current communication capability that requires, and also finding ways to develop them so that they can create a more successful relationship. Of course, this techniques is very different. There are different aspects and ways that you can do that. Maybe you've learned a conflict management techniques from Dr. Gottman. There's also the love language, which Chapman created. Maybe you've heard about that. Go through that. There's also a non-violent communication method that can be learned. So there are different aspects or different strategies that you can do. But the first step, of course, is to raising awareness of where you're at right now and acknowledging that, because when you are unable to acknowledge the present that you have or the current areas that's not working for you that you need to develop, then that is where the struggles come in. And lastly, of course, encouraging experiential learning, which is typically focusing on experiences and prior knowledge. Okay, so this means that we are pulling in the strength or the weaknesses that you have experienced, learning from that, utilizing the good things, okay, and really identifying what areas of their life that they need to develop and work on. And what the coaches would do is to facilitate the process of exploring and applying new attitudes and skills to the person so that they can be allowed, utilizing the 10,000 experiment rule, to explore first-hand experiences and utilize this for them to get better. So that is what relationship coaching is. And if you are someone who wants to explore this niche, or maybe you're someone who's currently coaching people in the aspect of a relationship, there are different strategies and different coaching programs that we have here in Life Coach Philippines International that can help you in your journey. But the most important thing here is you are open, you are ready to learn more about yourself so that you can identify what are the conflicts in you and in your environment that might be hindering you from living a fulfilling life in your relationship. There are essential skills that needs to be developed, that needs to be acquired, but the first step is us getting ready or being ready and working in partnership with a coach and co-creating a strategy that would help them to go through the journey. Now, what I'm going to leave behind with you that can help you navigate through relationship is to understand emotional triggers. And most often than not, emotional triggers are the one that's really limiting our abilities to have an intelligent, I call it an intelligent conversation. Some of would talk about a fruitful conversation. Some would say it's more of an exploration conversation, but I call it an intelligent conversation. An intelligent conversation means that you are now more attuned towards what is triggering your emotions, because your emotions are the one that's hindering you from thinking clearly, okay, from responding clearly. So when you experience a trigger, when you are emotional, first identify your emotional trigger. What is your emotional trigger? Is it because of the person? Is it because of the place that you went into? Is it because of the situation that you are in? Is it because of the things around you that's triggering your emotion? Then, second, take a look at how your past traumas is influencing your current relationship, especially with your choices. Hello, Coach Joanna. Thank you for joining. Your relationship coach choices, your conversations that you have, and even the kind of the things that you tolerate or you allow in your space. These are the things that is triggering your emotions. And lastly, mindfulness and self-awareness, because the more that you are living in the present, the more that you are aware of how your body is responding, the better it is for you to be able to take control of your behaviors towards your emotion, because you can command your brain to do certain things that creates a positive experience for you and the other person that you are in a relationship with. Okay, so if you need help and support, and if you are in a state of transition right now, maybe you're going through some rough patches with your marriage or with your relationship, please feel free to message us here at Life Coach Philippines. We also have a coaching hub which is located at Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Street in Capitolio, Pasig City. It's called DCAP Copy Republic. It's our coaching hub, and we're open from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. We have some coaching cards in there that will help you out, like mental health coaching, leadership coaching, and every aspect of your life that can help you deep dive or you have a deeper understanding of your present state, and you can make better decisions on how to move forward. So later, at Teacup Kappa Republic, we also have a community events in there. If you want to have some moment with a coach, later it's going to be open mic with Coach Orville. So we have an opportunity for people to express themselves to music and poetry. So that's going to happen at 9 p.m. And for the rest of the day, we also have Purpose Sunday, Parenting Mondays, Kapihan Night on Tuesday, Habit on Wednesday, and Prayer Night on Thursday, and of course an opportunity to really just go in there and deep dive and have a deeper understanding of where you're at and where you want to move forward with. If you are interested to becoming a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach, just connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661 to know more about the Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. Just feel free to message Coach Rizal so that you can get the slot and have a conversation with us at our coaching hub. We're going to be open later, so make sure that you're there. I'm going to be there later. So if you want to have further conversation on relationship coaching, let's have that conversation. Inviting you tomorrow for another episode of Life Coach Corner. It's going to be with Coach Lynn for time management coach. So if that is the area of or a niche that you want to develop or you want to work on, then Coach Lynn is the coach for you tomorrow. That's going to be your conversation. Thank you very much for joining me, and we look forward seeing you again for another episode of Life Coach Corner. Love, bam, boom. Maraming salamat for joining us. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.